Welcome back to Super Metroid. It's time for the wrecked ship. Perhaps by least.
Yes, Samus remembers breaking this ship. How long has it been since between Super and Zero Mission?
Nobody really knows.
Well, she remembers breaking this ship. Or does she? It could be an entirely different ship. Sakamoto and the others are kind of wishy-washy about it.
Yeah, it's almost on the level of Zelda Timeline Theory.
Yes, except Zelda Timeline Theory eventually got solved with a third timeline. Oh yes, those crumbly grapple blocks. Hang on them for too long, you will drop.
Yep. And yeah, because they'll disintegrate and then regenerate.
Very annoying.
Speaking of annoying, grapple beam.
Yes. A freshwater lake in the middle of a very nasty environment.
Well, at least the rain stopped.
Yes, and one of Samus's lesser themes, Space Warrior.
Well, Galactic Warrior, actually.
Ah, yes, Galactic Warrior. I always get the names in those two themes crossed.
I know.
And certain types of rippers can be grappled.
Anyway. Here we go with the wrecked ship. No, I think this ship is actually a very different ship. I don't know. It's just hard to say, really. I don't know. Somebody better sort out this whole issue about the timeline and stuff, along with a written apology.
I don't think we're gonna get an apology from Sakamoto about other M. That's not how the Japanese roll.
Nope. Save station's offline. The whole ship is without power.
Yes, Phantoon has sucked all the juice out of the ship.
Ugh.
As a result, ghosts.
Well, I guess it's fitting. It is a ghost ship.
Yes, they will randomly appear next to you and try to drain your health.
Yep. Hey. Nah, this way will do. Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm not too worried about that. I'm more worried about what's gonna happen next.
Inert robots.
This gets my vote as perhaps the
nastiest boss.
Yeah.
Beating out even Mother Brain.
Considering the fact that your opportunities to hit this boss is very few and far between. Because of all the projectiles it fires. It's because
having the pseudo screw attack active can make you invulnerable to the fireballs, but then you do have to eventually blow the shot. This is Phantoon.
Yep.
You gotta shoot him in the eye, which is cleverly hidden inside his mouth.
Yeah, and not mention that every time your charge beam hits a projectile, it disintegrates.
Yeah, so you have to be very careful. And again, do not use missiles. If you hit him with a normal missile, he'll kind of get angry and spew a bunch of fireballs at him. If you hit him with a super missile, he will get very angry, hover in the middle of the screen, and throw at least 5 waves of fireballs at you that are nearly impossible to dodge.
Quite frankly,
the extra damage is not worth it.
No, not just that, but sometimes you just have to take a hit just to get a hit off.
Yeah. In that respect, fighting him in Other M is actually almost easier.
Yeah, this boss, it reappears in Other M.
As the bonus boss.
Quite frankly, I had more trouble with Phantoon than I did the final boss.
Yeah, again, this guy beats out Mother Brain in terms of being hard.
Come on, reveal yourself already. Just having to luck out there. No. Of course, it just still doesn't help that you can only attack when his eye is open. Not to mention you had to constantly shoot the projectiles.
Or use the ghetto screw attack again. That doesn't disperse your charge, but it allows you to spin jump through the flames.
Well, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. It's really the only saving grace in this fight is the ghetto screw attack. You don't lose your charge, and you can phase right through all of the stuff.
Of course, there are times you gotta be lucky to see if it spawns right on top of you.
Yeah, that can suck.
Speaking of which, look at my health!
Yeah, you're about to get horribly maimed because when the power suit shielding fails, it snaps off and exposes Samus to the elements. And in this game, she's only equipped due to the inner layer of the suit's need for skin contact. She's only equipped with a tank top and a bikini bottom.
Which is a good thing, I suppose, that she ends up wearing the Zero suit once again after this. Oh wait, not in Fusion though. So I think it's a good thing that more recent escapades have put her in the Zero suit instead.
Well, it's supposed to mimic the skin to suit interface. At least that's the logic the fans have used.
Well, in reality, the suit itself, the power suit, it is biomechanical, and there are mechanisms in the Zero suit that convert matter into energy and energy into matter, which is actually demonstrated in Prime 3 and Other M.
Yes, the suit can't. Contrary to Fusion and earlier games, the suit can be removed manually, or it can be dispersed as a hard light construct.
And in the case of Fusion, the outer parts can be surgically removed, but as for the rest of the suit, it can't, not when she's unconscious.
Yes.
Anyway, now the ship is with power again. But as such, all the short-circuited wires are exposed too.
Yes, and the little bombuses, which you might remember from the Prime trilogy, are lurking about. The robots are active and getting in your way, although they can be driven back with missiles or charge shots. And as Adam pointed out, all of the damaged wires are active.
Yep. But fortunately, we're done with Phantoon, and that's all that matters.
Yes, he was draining all of the power from the ship to fuel his abilities in battle. Now that he's dead, ship's back on, ghosts are at peace, and that's all she wrote. Let's just get the hell out of here.
Actually, we can't.
Puffers!
Yeah, because quite frankly, we still need to grab some expansions here.
True.
Anyway, save and then a quick break later.
Wink.
Quite frankly, I needed a break.
Well, that's a good transition. I like that. It's very professional.
Well, but the fact remains, I definitely needed a break after Phantoon.
Yeah.
After that narrow of a victory, without tapping into the reserve tank, mind you. And granted, that wasn't even at full health. Yep, the gravity suit can be found here, along with several missile expansions. Oh, great. Key hunters and bombuses.
Oh, boy. Actually, I believe it's bombos.
Whatever.
I know. Let me go look it up on the Metroid wiki. One second, folks.
Well, the thing is, apart from Zabesians, none of the enemy names are ever really mentioned in game. Actually pronounced in game.
True. Very, very few enemies are actually given names in the game.
Yep.
Anyway, let's see here. Oh, Metroid's got its own wiki separate from Wikia now. When did that happen?
I don't know. Anyway, now that the enemies are dead, unlock the doors.
Yes, it is Bombu. It's Bombu.
Uh-huh. But yeah, the door that was on the right, you can ignore because it just leads to a regular missile expansion.
So unless you're doing a 100% run... yeah, no.
No. The only time I ever got 100% in a Metroid game was, ironically, Other M.
That was quite a run, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you did that, all of that, except for 2 expansions, without a guide.
I plan to do this. I plan to do it again.
That's the cool part.
Yep. This time around, I'm going to do it all based on memory.
Oh, good luck, my friend. Good luck.
Well, it will be a problem, especially since after the main story is done, all remaining expansions are marked on the map.
Yep.
That's one. What's one good thing Other M does. Anyway, great. More spikes and more gravel beam.
Yay.
Mm, mm. Come on. Here we go. All right. Do 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 do.
The
Ah.
item theme.
Anyway, and we find a secret passage. Here we go.
Yeah, sometimes the Torso statues will do nice things.
And in the case of Zero Mission, actually point out where you need to go. Now we have the gravity suit.
Okay. Purple.
Now our defense is more or less at maximum.
Yes, the gravity suit has a 50% damage reduction. This is only beaten in Metroid Prime 1 by the Phazon suit, which gives a ridiculous 75% damage reduction.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's sad? Even with all the upgrades it gets, the fusion suit itself is dwarfed by the various suit's defense.
Yes, well, the fusion suit is basically the inner layer of the basic level 1 power suit,
Well, I
with
know
a bunch
that.
of parts stripped off of it.
Well, I know that. It's just that it's kind of ironic that the various suit beats the fusion suit in terms of defense. I'm talking about the original various suit, not the fusion one.
Yes.
Yep, not enough room.
I call the suits in fusion skins.
Yeah.
Anyway, this area, you see the speed blocks? Yeah, you need to do a shine spark.
But kind of hard to do so, considering that there's so little room.
Yes, so this is one of those expansions you only want to actually try for if you're doing a 100% run.
Unfortunately, I don't have the patience for that.
I don't blame you, there are some missile packs in this game that are a pain.
Actually, I think that actually leads to a reserve tank. But then again, since when do I actually need the reserve tank? Yes, I'm going back inside to show you guys the back entrance to Meridia,
Yes, the back door.
which you actually don't want to go through.
Yes.
Well, I'm going that way anyways because I grabbed several expansions along the way.
Yeah, there are nice, interesting things there.
Well, I'm talking about along the way to the back door. Let's see. Of course, I believe there's like another super missile expansion around here too. Ah, here we go. Speaking of missiles, here we go. Oh yes, this also leads to an energy tank. So yeah, another reason why I came down here, or at least came all the way back.
Hmm.
Yep, with the gravity suit, we are unhindered by water and lava.
Yep. However, you do have to watch out for as it has been called by several LPers, beer lava, or acidic high-temperature lava, which can be found in some sections of Norfair.
And
It hurts.
and Torian.
Yes, it goes straight through the gravity suit.
Come on, there we go. And energy tank.
Excellent.
Like I said, I was just going based on memory. Okay. There we go. Now, uh, now we head to the back door. Or oh, yeah, I was more or less wondering where to go next, but I figured I needed to go to a save station, and turns out there's one right at the entrance to the back door, Meridia. But I wanted to point out to the audience, don't go to the back door. You'll just be wasting your time. Okay. And oddly enough, when you come back through this area, they play the Space Pirate theme.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just. And here's a morph ball maze. Okay. So, where does this lead to? Well, not much. Nope, can't bomb that. Do 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 do. If it, okay. Here we go. Now we've made it.
Yeah, we found the door. Maybe.
Now we just need to actually get down. Ah, it's right. It's right to the right. After we use a power bomb, obviously. Screw this. Ah. Ah. It's not still find it funny that a grapple beam can open a door.
Well, it can kill a small enemy that you can find later on.
Yeah. This leads to the back door. But yeah, seriously, don't go this way, folks. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean, the area looks cool and all, but you can't get to any of the important rooms because they're locked from the other side.
And you can't get the plasma beam here, but you need to beat the boss first. So yeah, before this take right here, I decided to actually try to do my wall jumping and stuff, only to find out that, yep, plasma beam door is locked. Of course, a similar ploy was used in Metroid Prime Trilogy. Dev team thought of everything.
Yep.
And oddly enough, the Space Pirate theme. Okay. Let's see. Obviously, gotta go back the way we came. Good. Yeah, obviously, I'm trying to figure out where. Oh, pit block. Here we are. Oh yes, it's also in this part I show a couple of Easter eggs. Quite frankly, those Easter eggs have to do with continuity of all things, believe it or not.
Yep.
We gotta go back to Brinstar for that. I never understood the meaning of that thing right there.
What thing?
That thing we had just passed.
Oh.
Every time you shoot it, the earth rumbles.
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually. Ooh, look, it's pancakes! It's the pancakes! And these are Skullteras. Native life form to Zebbies, they're aggressive fish.
And trust me, they get worse in Fusion.
when the X-parasites can splice them with Zebesians.
I really don't like it. No, I don't. Don't like spike traps either. Alright, well, at least we don't have to come back here ever again. Oh, wait. I think we might have to anyway once we get the plasma beam. Oh, well. Oops, wrong way.
We've already gotten this.
Remember, it had been a while since I between takes.
Right.
It's called taking a break.
Oh, well, it's on the map that you've been in that room.
I know. It's brain fart, what can I say?
Yeah, that happens.
I don't know why, that wall looks very suspicious to me.
Well, let's have a look at it.
Well, I already did have a look at it. Leads to nothing.
Yep, that big old X means the boss is dead.
So, as is, the wrecked ship serves no purpose anymore other than to further slow us down.
Yep, let's just move on.
Yep, our next destination, back to Brinstar. And then to Meridia. Okay. Alright, and oh yeah, there's also a missile expansion right here. I remember this.
Haha.
Screw it. Power bomb will do. Here it is.
Hey! More ammo! You can actually carry, if I remember correctly, up to 255 missiles and around 50 or so super missiles, or it might be 100. I'm not sure.
Actually, the expansions I remembered. I was looking at a map of this. I could have sworn it said 230 regular missiles.
Yes, well, 255 tends to be the normal missile count number, which is actually a classic maximum ammo value because it's going off of a single 256-bit integer, which I actually explained during Boy Penz's run of Legend of Zelda 1. If you added a single missile to that count, you would overflow the integer and cause some serious problems for the ROM. Nasty business.
Alright, now that we're fully reloaded. Now we head back to Brinstar.
Yes, we have business.
Yeah, even a visit to old Brinstar too. Because we're gonna grab some expansions we couldn't grab before. You guys aren't so strong as my regular beam now. Alright. Yeah, that thing right there. I keep shooting and it ends up spawning something. I never knew what the hell it is. Alright. Alright, now we go down area we haven't explored yet.
This should be interesting.
Power bomb!
Wow!
Let's see,
Now, Adam describes the power bomb as a massive thermal reaction.
Well,
really, it's just an explosion of raw energy. Just complete, total, pure destructive energy. It's the pinnacle of the power suit technology.
Are you sure referring to me and not, Adam Malkovich?
That's who I meant.
Well,
Oh boy, this room. People who played Metroid 1 remember this room.
Anyway, I make it surprisingly enough, I managed to nail it!
You make it look easy.
And not just that.
Most important. And as a reward for this jump puzzle, you get super missiles.
I wonder if there's anything else in this room. Nope, doesn't look like it. Now we fall down. At a save station, just in case.
You can never save too often in this game. Or any game, for that matter.
At least there is no such thing as a save limit. Ah,
Yes, I'm looking at you, Resident Evil.
well, the earlier games. Before typewriters became outdated. Okay. Actually, there is such a thing as too many saves in an RE game. Or a save limit, considering that save limits are more or less linked to ranking.
Yep. Again, I'm looking at you, Resident Evil.
Hey!
It's the Edicoons!
And they're saying the item get fanfare.
Yep, they're singing the item fanfare, and they are going to teach you how to wall jump.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I never could quite get the hang of wall jumping myself. I always ended up using the space jump to clear this area. It is a very tricky technique.
Yep. But there's an expansion over there at it's tricky to grab, but
Unless you have the spring ball. Then it's a lot easier.
Well.
Now,
Yep.
the trick is not to straight jump. You need to spin jump to be able to wall jump.
I know. I keep trying to do that. It's just that sometimes the hit detection is wonky.
Yes, that's the qualm with wall jumping, is the hit detection on it, not the best.
You practically have to hug the wall, and there we go.
Yes. Thank you, little fella. More power bombs.
And now we need to get out of here, which requires us to wall jump once again. Let's see, anything in here? No. I don't know, I just get so curious as to whether any hidden items can be found.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you had a map like gave you last time around.
Yeah,
I think you actually gave up on that particular expansion as well.
I think I did, yeah. Okay. And I still wonder what was to the left, but I don't think it was really worthy, or worth it, rather. It wasn't worthy in my time.
Right.
And whoops! And hey, a Decora.
Yes, the Dachora.
The Chora.
An
Right?
ostrich-like creature which has the ability to run at amazing speeds.
Obviously, this is where the Chozo got the idea for the speed booster.
Yes, and it's tending its egg.
Yep. And the Shitesbuck!
Shina Sparku!
Of course, it didn't follow us.
Well, it just wanted to teach you how to do it.
And of course,
You see, the Chozo have, as one of their many hats, friend to all living things. Even during their technological phases, they have a penchant for working with nature and building around it. And when they're in the most extreme parts of their hippie phase, they would build around structures. Even their best technology is integrated into nature. They are basically the utopian society environmentalists dream of.
It's too bad that, like every other utopia, it came crashing down.
Well, mostly because of outside influence. The Chozo themselves had evolved past much of the pettiness that causes humans to have so much trouble.
Well, that
But then they created Mother Brain,
that
and
that was their undoing.
yeah, so you kill the side hoppers through the wall, and then you unlock the. Oh boy,
Yep.
the smaller ones don't want to come over.
Nope. So we gotta do this, and then make me do further antics with a grapple beam.
Yeah, they didn't want to play.
Well, well, fooey. They deserve an eternal timeout.
In hell.
There we go. Whoa, almost didn't make it. And what's in here is an energy tank. Right, now we have 7. I cap off at 11 energy tanks. Nope, nothing worthwhile here. Every time I go into a singular room that has expansion, I always get the feeling that there's going to be another one. Because that's usually is the case with some expansions. Where there's one, there's another.
Mm-hmm.
Cleverly hiding from view. Yep. Yep. Now we need to make a quick trek to Old Brinstar. Grab some power bombs and another energy tank. I mean, they're practically handing them out like candy right now. Here we go. And oh, hi. Well, that takes care of you guys. Alright. It's not Speed Booster. It's Power Bombs. It's weird. Power Bombs, and it only affects those 2 blocks. The mechanics of Metroid at times don't make sense.
Very true.
Oof. Alright. Now we head this way to grab not just an energy tank, but also 2 missile expansions that you probably normally wouldn't know how to get.
Well, they're actually kind of a throwback to the original Metroid, because one of them is hidden in the exact same place, and is considerably easier to get in this game.
Anyway. Power bombs once again. There we go. I know.
Yep.
I grabbed the
That
energy
there,
tank.
that E-tank right there.
I grab it later. I don't know why. I was wondering where it was that spot, but no. It's actually in that cluster of rocks. After I try again, then I decided to just use the X-ray scope. Nope, it's not that. They're like, oh. Ah.
There's a pit block.
Obviously, but they're on purpose. So we can wall jump and find out. Yep.
But you gotta use the speed booster.
Let's see. Do I nail it? Oh, yes. And, oh, this is interesting. For some reason, I can't... Yeah, I can see what's happening. Invisible blocks.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, I wonder... Oh, that's why it caught my attention. Yeah.
Up there.
There's a missile expansion. Why sell for 1? What are you gonna have? 2.
Nice. Haha.
Alright, now we're completely done with old Brinstar, and pretty much Brinstar as a whole. Really nothing left to grab here, as far as I'm concerned. So, let us head to Meridia. Meridia! Never mind. Anyway, there's the energy tank.
Yeah, you finally noticed it. And that energy tank can be found in Metroid 1, right there, exact same spot. And it's a hell of a lot harder to get in that game because you've only got the ice beam and that spree to help you.
Alright. Head back the way we came.
Yes, there's something over here as well.
Like I said, we gotta go back the way we came. Well, since we already unlocked the door, no need to fight you guys anymore.
Bye-bye. Yes, we are back in Brinstar proper, and we are going to make our way to the Meridian Tube.
Where we unfortunately have to shatter it.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Run!
First we cross the new bridge.
And make our way down.
Yes, into the dry section of Brinstar.
And of course, gotta go through this area again. Oh wait, not so bad now since we have the gravity suit. Okay. Ah. Power bomb's ready.
Always a shame. And the tube actually does not crack until you get out of ball form.
Alright, here's the safe station. Alright, see you in part 4 for the aquatic ambience of Meridia.
Yes. Under the sea.